Tabernouche.
Huh?
Tabernouche. Tabernacle.
Tabernacle? Oh.
Just a swear word in French.
No, I know tabernacle. I never heard tabernouche. It's like a little play on.
Yeah, it's like a lighter version.
Okay.
It's like gosh, goddamn. Where are you from?
Ottawa. What about you?
Lindsay, Ontario.
Okay, nice. I think I talked to you actually a couple days ago.
Oh, like late night?
Yeah, I'm live streaming. I probably talked to you live stream.
Right on.
Here, did you want to say anything?
Still here.
How's what do you think about the police like moving forward today?
I think it was an inevitability. I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily because, they made the first move they did the first act of violence in 3 weeks. The first act of violence that happened here was at the hands of the government, not us. So it's unfortunate, and I obviously feel for the people that got trampled. I was there for that. I didn't get
Did you
trampled.
see it?
Oh yeah.
What happened? Like some people are saying someone died.
I don't know that anyone died, but I know that people got trampled by those horses. I saw it.
Yeah.
It was awful. It was disgusting. It sort of shone a light on the fact that maybe our democracy is not what we think it is. But ultimately, I think it revealed Trudeau's hand. That's how he's dealing. So I don't think it's a loss for the movement in any sense.
So how do you think this is going to end? Do you think they're just going to keep on moving forward?
Oh, of course they will. Of course, but it just reveals what it is. Peaceful protests leads to that. It's waking people up across the country to see that we're not radical, but they might be.
Yeah. And do you think they're going to keep moving tonight, or do you think?
I don't think they will tonight. I think they're probably back at their hotel there going, "Ooh, we really went for it," and everyone saw that. How do we, disperse this crowd more peacefully or whatever? But no, I don't know. It's sorry, I'm getting smoked out here.
A lot of smoke.
Yeah, no, it was sad. I bawled my eyes out actually when I saw that. I couldn't believe what I saw.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a loss for the cause in any sense.
Some people are saying that. Some people are saying that people are going to reorganize after this, after they get kicked out and come back. Do you think that's possible?
Yeah, I think it's possible, and I think that even if they bring all the big rigs out, which is obviously the plan, we come back on foot. We come back in numbers just on foot, which would actually.
It's hard to think.
Yeah, it's hard to think. But it's hard to think of so much freedom in your ears.
Yeah.
But no, I think it will. Essentially, what it will do is we come back on foot, and that negates the concept of it being a legal blockade. Because if we don't have all the trucks here, and thank God for the trucks for initiating this, but we can come back and just peacefully stand here without the trucks.
Yeah.
And then what are you going to do? Because it's not an illegal blockade.
Yeah.
So people are coming in. I know lots of people are coming in tomorrow that aren't truckers. They just want to stand around. So I don't think it's over. They might have got the trucks out, but they didn't get the people out, and I don't think they're going to get the people out. Because more people are just tuning in now and realizing what's at stake here.
Yeah, and you think this could, because they kind of like changed their whole strategy and like overnight, do you think that was because of the chief of police getting removed or stepping down or whatever?
Well, yeah, I think what happens in these situations is the good men and honest men do what they can do, which is just step down.
Yeah.
And then they bring in like some thugs, and that is what they did.
Yeah.
They brought in thugs. They've been here for 3 weeks. The cops have been totally reasonable, and I commend the police that have been here for the 3 weeks. Amazing job they did. Amazing, incredible. Every time I would see them, I would say that. And they realized, we can't have these honest men, honest police around and women.
Yeah.
We need thugs, and that's what they did. They probably put out a call to every police station across the country, and they said, "Can you tell us which cops have had the most complaints for assaults or brutality? Let's bring them in and see if they can deal with these peaceful protesters." And that's what we got today, but it's just one day. And we'll be back here tomorrow, so we'll see.
And I don't know if you saw, but there was like riot gear and
Oh yeah, there was guys up on the rooftops. Yeah.
Why do you think that was? Because no one was really being aggressive towards them. And if one person has a gas mask, that's not really going to protect the whole group of police against you.
Yeah, no, that's for optics. That's for photo shoots. That's to show. Oh, these guys have gas masks. These guys on the roof. It's just to show that it's so dangerous when the reality is we're just still standing here.
Yeah.
That's for photo shoots. It's not a necessity.
I guess you're from Lindsay, so you're just staying like I'm
staying with a local, a girl I met over there, Shelly, who's a local, super nice, took me in. Yeah, there's many of Ottawa residents who've kind of walked up and down Wellington asking if people need a place to stay or need anything. Oh yeah.
Wow, that's really nice. So do you drive in here or do you walk in?
I walk in. Well, I'm in the red zone.
Oh, really? So you're like close enough that
I don't need a checkpoint. I don't have a checkpoint.
Okay. Yeah. So, because just a block away, when I was like trying to come in, there was police like stationed literally just right down there, like a 2-minute walk, just saying, you can't come out this way.
Right. So how'd you get in?
They were only like situated on 2 blocks. So if you walk down 3 blocks, then you can go in. So I don't really understand the point of that. Do you know why?
Well, it's a scare tactic. It'll, someone like yourself who's determined is going to just walk 2 blocks down. A lot of people who are sort of interested in what's going on, but they're not necessarily ready to go to jail or whatever, or they think they're not ready to go to jail. They're just going to, that's enough. That'll scare them off. But,
Yeah.
that's all this is, because they have nothing. Like, there's no smoking gun.
Yeah.
There's no gun at all. And that's the big problem that they have on the other side of that fence in that Parliament building. They want that gun. They want that. They haven't had it. 3 weeks, 21 days.
So you think they want someone to incite violence, like on the other side?
I think they've been looking for that from the first. I think they thought that would happen. And to be honest, I would rule out that was a possibility myself early on, because you don't know. I didn't know coming in here, but as soon as you get here, you're like, oh, that's not what this is about at all. And then they probably were just like, fuck, they're not about that. Now what do we do? Well, let's trample some people with horses and see if that gets them violent. And it still didn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The world's watching.
You think a lot of the public's opinion will change on the government and the police after this?
I hope so. I mean, that was the idea of the movement in the first place, was just sort of wake people up and say, what kind of country do we live in if we can't have an open dialogue?
Yeah.
Which is all that we've asked for here from day one. No one wants to work for the government. No one cares about that. These people here actually like the system that we have, the electoral system, and we want to just change it using the system.
Yeah.
And say we don't agree with this government. We would like to have someone else come into power, but democratically elected. No one's rash here.
Have you seen anyone get arrested?
Myself personally, no. I know there's arrests being made. I haven't personally seen them.
And I heard some of the organizers got arrested.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
And why do you think that is? Like, if they're not being violent, they're not organizing the violence.
Well, again, it's all optics. So if you arrest the organizers, that's going to deter a lot of people from coming down, because they're like, well, they've arrested the organizers, so we're all getting in next.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do? And I commend those people that peacefully just took the arrest and see, the one thing that I don't know many of the organizers, to be honest. Like, I don't even know their names. I don't know what they're up to. But the fact that they just accepted the arrest, what it shows to me is they accepted the consequences of their actions, which is one thing that these guys can't say they did. They have not accepted any consequences of their actions. At least these people who are purportedly tyrants or insurrectionists or whatever, however you want to label them, at least they accept the consequence of their actions. These people don't. They shut down Parliament today. They don't know whether to shit or when to watch. It's ridiculous. So at least, like them or not, they stand by the decisions they made, and these people don't. And that's what we're upset about. That's why we've lost faith in our system a little bit.
Yeah. Do you think they ever will accept responsibility?
Politicians, I mean, it's kind of their job to not. Like, they just sort of, well, and now the science has changed and this and that. I don't think they will, but I don't even care if they do. We just basically want people to, not even the politicians, but the general populace of this country to wake up, be a part of the democracy that they are a part of.
Yeah.
So, you can make a vote of non-confidence, you can write your MP, there's a lot of things you can do. So I hope that's what comes out of this. People just get more engaged.
Yeah. And after this, would you say the only way for the government to take responsibility is for the public to put pressure on?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the only way they take responsibility for anything, really, is public pressure.
Okay. And do you have any last comments? Anything else to say?
Freedom! Freedom, fuck.
That's like the theme of tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Freedom.
That's it. Well, hey, good for you, man. You're out here all night.
Yeah. Taking the night shifts.
What makes you want to come in here?
I don't know. I just want to show the truth, what's happening. You know what I mean? Like mainstream media, CBC, CTV. That's what people consume, and they don't really show much at all. So.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's cool. Good on you. Were you interested in this stuff before?
Honestly, not really. Like when this convoy started, it was like it was like one of the first things to ever really happen in Ottawa. Like,
are you from Ottawa?
Yeah, I am, and nothing really ever happened. So I came down, wanted to check it out, and then I was like, okay.
Well, good for you.
I want to show other people too. So.
Yeah, you're doing your part. That's awesome.
Yeah. Do you have any?
Let's just end on a hug.
Yeah, freedom hug.
All right.
Guys, love is good. Love, not hate. Freedom.